And we're back. Ava, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello, hi.
Stoked to have you. I'm so, like, I've been talking about having you on the show from the very beginning, so it's really nice.
Glad to be here. Nice to see your face.
Yes, I'm glad you can see me. I can't see you.
Oh, you can't.
No, it's all good.
Okay. Staring really creepily into your eyes.
Ooh, I dig it. Everyone who doesn't know who Ava is, she's a streamer. You should check out her channel, twitch.tv/AvaGG. Did I nail it?
Yep.
Perfect. So I wanted to, and you like the sizzle that we put together, you were saying?
Really good.
Yes, I do like the sizzle. I'm stealing it after.
I will give you a version which doesn't say special guest, so you can use it for your own stuff.
Yeah.
We like doing that for people.
My intro.
Yeah, totally. You can use it for your intro, whatever you want. So I wanted to get your thoughts, of course, because we kind of talked about this briefly. I had no idea you were such a The Last of Us fan.
I have it tattooed. It's like, that's my #1 game.
Holy cow. Well, you're the perfect guest to have on this week, of course, because a bunch of news dropped. And what were your initial reactions to hearing first the news about the new release date? The fact that it was indefinitely delayed. Yeah? Okay, well, tell me. Let's
silver lining in the bucket of crap that they've just been handed.
Yeah, I know.
For me, super excited. Yeah.
Right. And you've been taking a lot of time on Twitter to respond back, or rather block a lot of people who've been trying to spoil it for you.
Girl, I read those spoilers.
You did?
I am someone who likes spoilers. Like, I kind of know what I'm getting into when I watch movies or games. Like, I'm obviously not going to read every single detail. But for me, knowing the end doesn't really affect the journey that I'm going to take to get there, because the voice acting, all the little nuances they're going to put in the game, like that, it doesn't affect it for me. Like, that's what's going to make me cry, not knowing what's going to happen, like the emotion in the voices and stuff, So like, I know I'm a minority and I'm a terrible person, but I've always liked, I'll read a Wikipedia on a movie before I watch the movie, because I'm like, I need to know what's going to happen first.
Truly. Oh, wow.
So for me, so people are trying to be trolls because I obviously replied and I was like, I know it sucks for you guys, but I'm still excited. I'm still a fan that is still super excited for this release.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, everyone's trying to be assholes. Like, I've had so many DMs of people sending me screenshots of pictures and spoiling the ending for me, and I'm just like, bitches. I was probably one of the first people to read it. Nice try though. But I have blocking for other people, and I'm not. You guys know me. I'm very opinionated. I don't block people. I'm not. I will argue with you all day till you block me. That's right. So I've had to block people just because I don't want them to ruin it for people who might be reading my tweets.
Yeah. But, the responses on your tweets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's really thoughtful. Yeah. And I actually saw that Neil Druckmann put out he started following you, right?
Yeah. My staunch defense of The Last of Us got my favorite writer to follow me, guys. So, I already slid in his DMs and I was like, yo, Last of Us 3, don't reply if it's in production.
Yeah.
He replied.
What was that like for you?
I tried.
Yeah.
I was excited. I love it. It's my favorite game. I absolutely love the game. I also said, I was like, if that's not in production, can you just write a little sim dating game for Joel? Because I'd be down for that too.
So you're into Joel as a character?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Well, I haven't been spoiled, and hopefully nobody in here in chat's gonna do that for me, because I am reading chat. But
don't read chat.
I know I'm very cautious, but I do feel like that was the thing where Neil even tweeted about it. He said, it could be spoiled and people could have a little sentence of here's the exact ending and described, but you're never gonna get the full experience of playing through the game, the surprises that are in the game that haven't been spoiled. I'm sure there's so much out there that's being thrown around and different. It could also be, that the spoilers, some people might be spoiling things that aren't actually true.
Yeah.
But I think that the important thing is to keep in mind, the game experiences in and of itself cannot be replicated with a simple tweet. You need to experience it for yourself to really get.
You just don't get the same feeling as I love reading. I'm a huge reader. I love reading, but when you're experiencing the atmosphere, all the little nuances, I was saying, that they put into the game, that's what you're gonna So yeah.
And that's what you're going to remember. And playing it, like nothing beats actually, what the feeling is of, taking down.
And I'm sorry, like I've replayed The Last of Us like 20 times. And I'm still as enjoyable as the first time. So it's like, even though I know what's going to happen and I know, like I still enjoy it. So
it doesn't change the fact that it's a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm still excited to see too. And you might know the ending, but then it's like, you don't know how they're going to get there. And that's half the
And I mean, like you said, like there might be could be lies. Like I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Kyle says he still hasn't played the first one, which is crazy.
Okay, you're dating him still? Why?
Yeah. Kyle, I'm sorry, but it's over.
Finally.
You're just waiting to play that card, like finding out. The day I found out you didn't play The Last of Us, you're like, okay, it took me this long. Jeez.
Okay, let me just put my hair up here. How long?
How long? Yeah, exactly.
It's the best game ever.
Yeah, I honestly cannot wait to play it. I'm in the same boat where I'm not super worried that if I get spoiled, it's going to ruin the experience for me. It's not like a show, there's still so much to a game and so much playtime that they can spoil the whole thing unless you actually watch a game.
And I mean, it's Naughty Dog. Have they come out with a bad storyline yet? You might not like it.
Right.
Because it's your personal preference or something, but they've not, like, I have not played a game of theirs where I'm like, never playing this again. Like I've replayed all of their games, I think, from like Heavy Rain to like Uncharted. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. They've never messed up the story. So let's just hope that, I'm sure it will deliver, it's not even a hopeful thing.
The whole time. That's all.
Get the tissue box ready.
If someone doesn't die in the first 5 seconds, like Sarah did.
Oh my God. Yeah, I just can't wait.
I'm ready for that.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person who likes watching stuff and I like crying. Like I like actually feeling the emotion of what these people are going through. I'm a crybaby totally. So it's gonna work on me. So cool. And then what was the other thing that happened? The new release date's obviously awesome. Trying to think. What about the office culture? Have you read up on that being talked about? Because
I haven't really, because I mean, to just be frank, like it doesn't affect me, so I haven't really thought about it too much. Like I know it's terrible, and I'm glad it comes out because I've heard once stuff like this comes out, it typically changes for them, which I think is awesome. Because if they're really working for free, like, hello, you guys, how much money do you have? Like, come on now.
Please, yes. And the fact that it's getting attention, I feel like Sony's, they're being put on the spot and they have to act, and they can't keep this going on much longer. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Okay, so I guess to talk more about you, because you're awesome. And guys, if you have any questions for Ava, be sure to drop them in chat. I'd love to hear what you're curious about when it comes to Ava. But I know you've already told me this story a bunch of times because we've hung out. I remember the time we hung out in Germany, actually. That was really cool.
Oh, that was so fun.
That was so fun. Yeah, that was during Gamescom. But yeah, how did you get started on Twitch, or rather, like, what was your journey getting, because you've been on Twitch for a long time. So tell me your story about how you got started streaming on that platform.
Well, I started in college. I've always played video games and stuff. I guess Halo kind of led me onto the online gaming community, though, because up until that point, I had just played single player games. And then I started playing. I found this group of girls that streamed, Miss Vixen and Melissa VG. And I started watching their streams, and then I kind of just got into it myself from there. Started as a hobby, and then, graduated university, had a full-time job, and then streamed at night. And then it was like, I make more money streaming for a couple hours at night than I do full-time. So went full-time after that. And ever since then, it's just been, pay my bills kind of type thing.
Yeah. And I think, what was your full-time job, if you don't mind me asking?
I was a behavior therapist. So I worked with children on the autism spectrum.
Yeah. And Kyle actually had a similar experience where he was taking care of, he was teaching actually a lot of kids with autism and troubled childhoods. But yeah, so you went from that to, is this something you'd still go back to if, you decided to switch careers?
I mean, it's something I can definitely fall back onto for sure. And it is very fulfilling. Like, I loved my kids and everything, but it is hard work.
Yeah, it's super tough.
I think I like more like raising and doing charity for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Have you done any recently? Any big charity like streams or anything like that?
Not recently for autism. We just did one with Gen G, and then I did like a local Austin charity
cool.
for restaurants and stuff.
Yeah. Was there anything that triggered your gaming background? Like when you were a kid, was there a particular game, or how did you get started? Were your parents gamers?
My dad was, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
I grew up with, well, I don't know. I was kind of split between two. So I think we just had a Super Nintendo because probably my dad had it, and it just got left with my mom because that's my first game system I remember. But it's always been a part of my life, so I've never really thought of like that one defining moment where I was like, ooh, video games, you know?
Right.
Just Mario Kart, I guess.
Mario Kart.
My brother at Mario Kart in Yoshi's Island.
Nice. What are you into these days? What are you playing a lot of?
I do a lot of Warzone right now and GTA roleplay.
Yeah. What did GTA roleplay, like, how did that get like, was that something that was pitched to you, or did you come up with that idea yourself?
No,
I know it's very popular.
Yeah, it's something that's been popular on Twitch. It's kind of gone through like waves where it's blown up and then it goes back down and it blows up again. So the last blow up that it did, a good friend of mine actually got into it, Ashlyn Arias. Never know how to say her last name.
That's my constant worries. I just have such a bad time remembering and pronouncing some people's names.
Yeah. So she got into it, and I was watching her streams because she blew up because she just has the personality for streaming, and it really fits. Her quirky personality really fits with GTA RP. And then I had another good friend who did it as well, Curvy Llama, and I talked to them about it because it was just so scary to me because it's such a different way of playing a video game because you act basically like a character's life out. So I just decided to do it because they were like, do it, it's so much fun.
And tell me,
I mean, I'm no pro RP player. I mostly just play myself in video game form.
I was gonna say, do you have like a character name? Like, what's your backstory?
I do. Her name is Karen.
Karen, I love that.
Karens are getting a lot of hate right now, so
I know.
Her derpy personality really fits right now. But yeah, so her background is kind of like she's secretly psychotic.
Okay.
But she's nice to your face, and then she'll like, turn around and kill you when you're not looking type thing.
Well, that's great. That's good. So you guys go on a heist, and is there anything that you try to do a lot of with her character? Like, well, I guess you said killing, but is there anything that you do, character-wise, or jokes that you like, recurring jokes with her or anything like that?
No, I just get on to like have fun and troll around, basically. Like, just mess with people. But there are actual like role players on there who are living out storylines and stuff like that. Wow. I kind of just get on and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, what are you
When can people watch those actual streams? Do you have a set schedule for them?
No.
No. Okay, so it's just random.
Just basically every night.
What is your schedule? Your streaming schedule right now? I'd imagine it's pretty intense, or has it not changed?
Typically, what I like to do is get on around like 6 and then end around like 3 a.m., 2 to 3 a.m. But lately, because my AC is not working, I've been getting on at like 10 p.m. when it's cool.
Oh yeah,
somewhat.
Yeah. How come your AC is broken? What happened?
I'm pretty sure she said they're new units, but I don't know. Maybe I was given a faulty one.
Right.
They've been out here 20 times minimum and then still haven't fixed it. So now they're replacing it. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because he came out here this past Friday and was like, we're just going to replace it. I was like, why'd you?
Yeah.
You know it needs to be replaced. Why are you coming out here still?
Right. Get it fixed already. Yeah. Jesus. Well, I'm sorry going through that. That must be a huge bummer.
Sweating right now.
Oh, that's the worst. Okay. Well, I'd love to talk about kind of your trajectory, I guess, in your career, because you've done a lot of like brand partnerships. Of course, you're with Gen G. What has that experience been like for you? And was there any sort of challenges that you encountered along the way, or things that you learned that might be helpful to somebody who's trying to do a lot more of what you're doing?
I think one thing for sure to remember at the end of the day is that someone you work with or burn bridges with now that you don't like and are rude to and are an asshole to, 5 years from now might be giving you that job offer. But you know, like, don't burn bridges, be respectful, work well with everyone. I mean, like any other job, right? Like, just be a decent person, and even if you can't get along with someone, work well together.
Yeah.
And then also, I think it's important to grow multiple platforms. Like, don't just focus on Twitch, grow your Twitter, grow Instagram, you know, like you kind of, they all correlate together, because it's like when one brand comes to me, they don't want me just promoting on Twitch. They want me promoting on my Twitter and my Instagram, like every social media platform there is.
Yeah. Have you done a lot of YouTube?
I've been trying to for like the past year and a half, but I definitely did not focus on it at all, just because I don't know how to edit and I couldn't be bothered to try and learn how to edit.
Yeah.
So now I have an editor who does it all for me, and we're doing. Maybe it's the quarantine. I didn't even think about that. I was like, we've been doing pretty good for views lately, like for me.
Good. Is that a big thing that factors into, I guess it's a thing that you can fall into, and I've definitely been guilty of this, but when you're streaming or when you're doing content, like you kind of look at numbers as a way to measure your success. Has that affected you in any sort of way? Have you felt any sort of that, like, just that feeling of like, oh, this one didn't do good, like, am I failing? This is all going to go away. Or, you know.
I think maybe if I focused on YouTube more, I might feel that. But
right, because it's harder to grow, you think? Meaning that platform.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they're all pretty hard to grow now, because it's like streaming and videos has exploded so much.
Yeah.
You definitely, it is a little bit of luck on your side if you randomly blow up out of nowhere.
Which you kind of did, or do you think it was more a build over time type of thing for yourself?
I feel like I haven't, I mean, I guess maybe to smaller streamers, like I've blown up, but for me, I feel like I've just been a slow and steady incline.
Yeah. And it's just been growing over time. Have you done any collabs or anything like that? Or what strategies have you come up with to maybe try to grow? Or, you know,
nothing.
Because the sky's the limit. Nothing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bad like that. I guess I'll switch games. Like if a new game comes out, I'll try it. But I think that's more just like you stream a game so much, you get bored of it. A new one comes out, so you want to try it. So I've been trying Valorant and stuff like that. Which,
what do you think?
It's very hard. It's probably not a game I'll stick with, just because I've always been Call of Duty growing up, and it's so hard. It's challenging though. Like I really like playing it because of how challenging it is for me, and so I'm addicted to that feeling. I'm addicted to getting better at it. But unless I'm with a group of people, it's not something I would play on my own, just because I'm too aggressive. So it's like I'll
you always
push
end up killing yourself.
Yeah, I'll push every corner. Don't peek at Amanda. I'm peeking it. Dead. You know.
Too late. I've done it.
Yeah, it's too late. Sometimes I win though. I'm getting better at it.
Good. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, the practice and stuff. And if you're good at Call of Duty and you started in Halo, I mean, I think you should definitely be able to pick it up. I feel like. Kyle, have you played any Valorant? I don't think you have.
No, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can hear me. I'm speaking very loudly.
We can hear you.
I think it's going to be the next big thing. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a lot of streamers, like we just had a guest on last week, Artstar, who's a pro player in CSGO, who of course naturally went towards Valorant because it's kind of similar in a lot of ways. But yeah, I think it will also I think it just has legs, you know, at the moment. I don't know in terms of, I'm not seeing as much on the game, like news-wise, especially like when it came to Overwatch, that was huge. Like you could not get a day without a story about Overwatch. And I feel like
so new. It was so new, right?
Yeah. So I wonder if Valorant has, I don't know. I'm interested to see how much legs it has, like how long it'll go, just in terms of popularity. Because I think a lot of it, the success, a lot of it, at least from what I've read, is based on, you know, they reached out to a lot of the big influencers and they paid them to play or whatever. You know, I think they did a lot of outreach, which helped with the success and the chatter about the game, which I think is smart because a lot of games get big that way. But
yeah, I mean, it's a good game.
They really took smart advantage of the drop system on Twitch.
Yeah.
Because if you can appear in the top slots on Twitch, that's both on the games channels and within the channels themselves.
Yeah.
You get a lot of free advertising. And by giving beta access through drops, they gave themselves a bunch of like quote unquote
The one what they
organic
can't have.
advertising by having so many people playing and streaming.
Exactly. Sorry to interrupt you, Ava.
Oh no, I was just chiming in.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, so I guess Valorant's kind of on your radar, is what you're saying. Sort of. So, but you're sticking to GTA 5. Is there anything on the horizon? Obviously, The Last of Us 2, Part 2.
No, I've been just kind of floating between games. That's why it was nice that Valorant came out in Warzone and stuff recently, because GTA just requires so much energy sometimes, because you're always on in that game talking to people. So sometimes you just want to shoot things.
Right. And Warzone's really good for that. What have been some of your what's your experience been like with Warzone? Is it something you're going to keep playing, you think?
I think so, yeah. It's hard because I'm actually like so addicted to GTA, and it does really well with my channel. A lot of my viewers are just like GTA viewers now, I think.
Yeah.
So it is hard when you, that's why I'm glad that I am more variety than I am anything else, because I can play other games and people will still watch.
Yeah. They're just a fan of you in general.
Yeah. But I don't know. GTA is just so fun because I'm personally laughing the whole time, then I'm raging the whole time.
I love it. Guys, in chat, I'd love to see if you have any questions for Ava. I know that you guys were commenting a bit earlier, but I've neglected you, and you're probably feeling like, we're just going to watch this and not ask anything. But I am here if you guys have any questions. And it seems like open world games are great. I agree, Kasan. That is great.
Yeah, I mean, great. Every time when a single player comes out,
I really think
single player game comes out, I play through it.
Yeah.
But then I go back to multiplayer until the new single player open world game comes out. But yeah, open world is definitely one of my favorites.
Definitely. And you've been actually playing a lot of Animal Crossing, I've been seeing here and there.
Yes.
But is that your type of game? Were you surprised getting on board with that game, how good it is?
Yeah, I was surprised how addicted I got to it.
Yeah. What do you think's the hook? Like, what do you think it has made it so special for you?
Wanting all of the things. Making my place cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your main focus? Like setting up your nice island and your...
Yeah, I mean, well, because it's like, what else do you do besides that? So
yeah.
Trying to perfect everything, is definitely a weird obsession that I didn't know I had.
I know. You're just like, I want my perfect bathroom, my perfect kitchen, everything.
More plants here.
Yeah, more plants. Oh, we're going to get to that in a bit. Mastermind has a question here. What's your most anticipated game of this year? I mean, Last of Us Part 2 is a given. So are there any others on your list?
Cyberpunk,
yeah. I bet you went to all the press events too and all the press demos.
Yes.
Yeah. What were your initial thoughts about it?
I'm really excited. I feel, because I like my favorite games, like if we go through my favorite game list, it's just Last of Us, and then it's Mass Effect, Dragon Age.
Dragon Age.
Yeah, I love those open world, like romance your character, choose your warrior, and play through the storyline. Loved all those. So I feel like
choose if you're good or bad. Yeah, that whole thing. And Did you play? Oh, continue.
I have an obsession with like apocalyptic shit. So Cyberpunk kind of fits right into that genre.
Well, that brings me to, did you play like Days Gone or any of those other games?
Yeah.
Dying Light?
Mm-hmm. Loved them.
That one's good too.
Yeah.
Somebody asked if they...
I played The Witcher 3 too. Someone did ask.
That was the question. Oh, you're reading chat, so you're all good. You could just pull the questions in if you want. I don't even have to do the interview. Just... Guys, bring in all your questions.
Sorry.
No, it's perfect. No, I love it. I love that you're actively in chat, because our guests normally don't do that, but it's also because I usually have them in person where they don't have access to the internet or their phone. Dying Light 2, I need it. Definitely get it, Chrissy Poo.
Yes.
I was shocked how good that game was, and I'm so glad that it has like a cult following. I definitely want to get back to playing Dying Light 2. Actually, I think I started it and then just... so many games come out and you're like, gotta move on to the next one. So Cyberpunk 2077, we talked about that. Oh, my other question was, where did your love for plants come from? And cats? And just that whole thing.
Cats are just because they're easy. I love, honestly, all animals. Like, I love dogs. I love them. But puppies. I travel so much, and I like mostly was in apartments because when I get a dog, I want like a husky. I want a certain dog type, which is a big one and high energy one. So I want landed property for it. I just, like it's not bad if you have an apartment and a big dog. It's just not something I would do personally because I feel like they need the room to run around. So I have cats because they're easy and I can just leave for 2 days and I know they're going to be fine and not poop all over the place.
That's right. Kyle actually is we're the same, where we want to get property so that we can get a big dog so that they have the freedom to run around. And actually we're looking at like Malamutes, which is a husky breed.
Love Malamutes.
Malamutes are the best. Any other questions from chat? You can have my Cocker Spaniel, someone said. You can have my Cocker Spaniel, sure. But yeah, I know Malamutes are huge.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry, I was talking to myself.
No, you're good.
I was like, and then plants.
And then plants, yes. Yeah. Where did the plants obsession come from?
I've always just been kind of naturey, like that way. Like in games, I always pick like wood elf, rangers, or like abilities with animals and stuff. So I've always just kind of drifted that way. And then I saw like, like on Instagram, like all these cute places with plants and stuff. And I was like, I think one day I was just like, wait a second, I can buy these. I can decorate my apartment with cute plants too, instead of just liking a picture. So it's just kind of grown from there. It's like, I don't have kids, so I buy a plant. Baby instead.
I just got my first plant. I think I talked to you about it because I was nervous. It was not doing too well. But I got this app called Planta that's helping me just track what the plant needs and how often to water it and all that. Do you use anything like that, or you just instinctually know how to take care of plants?
No, I just look at it and I'm like, oh, you're looking a little thirsty.
You need some water.
Generally, I try and look at them at least once a week and see who is looking like they need some help.
That's a good.
But I'm still learning too.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Just learning. Did you play the Half-Life games?
No, I've never played them.
Oh, okay.
I've heard they're very good though, and there's like a new VR one out.
Yes, Alex. It's Half-Life Alex. Yeah, I don't know if I would. I'm definitely gonna check out the game Half-Life Alex just because it's part of that world, and I'm hoping they come out with Half-Life 3 because I did play all the games and was a fan. And so I don't know. I think is that something you've explored a bit, like VR? Is that something you're interested in, or what are your thoughts about VR gaming?
I mean, it's still like I'd much rather just play like a really well done PC game, just because VR just doesn't look quite as good yet. It's just not there. But most of them that I've played are really good. I'm just like lazy, and I get I feel like after half an hour, I'm like, guys, my feet hurt. I think I need a mat. But there's been a couple of them that have just completely like blown my mind with how good they are. Like Westworld came out with a VR game.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys have played that. It's really good and it's really scary.
Ooh, I haven't played it. I don't think I've played it. I think I've seen like clips of it.
It's scary.
Trailer. It's scary?
It's scary. It's like guy chasing you to kill you, kind of scary. But you're actually like, you feel like you're running away. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's nightmare fuel for me. But I would check it out. I love Westworld. Are you watching the show? Do you watch a lot of shows?
No. Oh. No, I haven't watched it. I've heard it's really good. No, I'm pretty picky about my kinds of shows that I watch.
Okay. What would you say is your genre?
Thriller, mystery.
Yeah.
I don't like shows that continue on past like 3 seasons. I like a start and a finish. And then it's like, I feel like most TV shows, they just drag on so long. And I'm like, does this story ever end?
Oh, that is a good point. It's true. I do feel like sometimes they feel like, oh, we're making money off of this. We got to keep doing this. And then the crew's not into it. The actors aren't into it. And it kind of just like falls flat.
Yeah, and then it's like there's just so much love for the characters. They want to keep seeing a story happen for them. But for me, after like season 4, I'm like, okay, how many bad guys can you introduce? Like, really? Who else needs to die now?
Yeah. How often can you replay the same scenarios? Someone's, I think Spawn in chat said, wait, what? I guess he was shocked that you hadn't watched the new Westworld or the Westworld show. I guess that's okay. And I get sometimes these shows are all hype and no substance.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably like give it a look when it's like done,
Yeah.
Like when I know I can just watch the whole thing and then there's an ending inside.
Yeah. Yeah. LT Wilson brings up a good point. This show called Supernatural, I think, has run for like 13 seasons or something ridiculous.
Loved that show. Stopped at like 5.
Stopped at 5. Yeah. See, yes, I'm the same where I love this show, but how often can you replay the same stuff? But I'd still watch it just because I love Sam and Dean as characters. And I think just watching them, their beautiful faces on the screen, just makes it worth it. Kyle's looking at me like, I know how that feels.
They're just so handsome.
They're so handsome.
I hate it. It makes me so mad. I'm like, there's nothing I can be that pretty.
They're really good.
It's true.
Walking dead till after the 4th season. Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, totally. Cool. I think that's about, I have another question, I guess. It's more about your hopes for the future. I guess, we're in quarantine, so it's kind of hard to see like what's going to go on if anything's going to go on this year, like, are we going to see conventions come back? Like, I don't know. Everything is canceled at this point. So what is something, I guess, you're looking forward to in 2021 when we're out of this?
To go on more trips again, get back to traveling, seeing the world.
Yes, I saw it on your Instagram. You've been posting some flashbacks or throwbacks to your travels in the past. You went to this really cool place where you're kind of like it's like a bowl at the top of the forest. Where was that?
Nest in Tulum, Mexico. So it's like very jungle out there. So their hotel is like built kind of into a jungle by the ocean. It's gorgeous there.
Oh wow.
Way too much money. Not worth the money.
Not worth it? Okay. Because
I mean, it is if you split it with someone.
Split it, yeah. Share it.
Maybe a significant other.
Right. Well, that's it for me. I'm so glad that you came on the show because
thanks for having me.
Yeah, we've been talking about having you on for a while, and you're one of our good friends in the industry, and I'm really glad that you're, bunkering down, staying safe, but I'm really sad that I can't just fly over to Texas right now and go hang out with you. It's a bummer. And we've talked about doing like shoots and stuff together. Yeah. And we'll have to pick that back up because now we have no choice. Once quarantine's over, it's going to be like party time. We're going to have to go.
I want to go to like, what is that? New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I've never been. I want to stay in the French Quarter with a bunch of friends and just fucking party.
Incredible. Yes. I've heard so many great things about New Orleans. I had a chance to go there one time and I turned it down, but it was, they have great beignets. I want to try their beignets.
Oh,
yeah. And their coffee.
So I'm like food and drinks, like that place will be perfect.
It's the place to go. Yeah. So I'm planning what I'm going to do after quarantine. Cause now it's like, okay, you never know when the next quarantine is going to happen. So I better just do it all now.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Ava, for tuning into our show and being our guest. And I hope, where can people tune into your stuff? I know it's all AvaGG, right? You got it on all platforms.
Alligator Nuggets, ew. Someone just said in chat. Twitch.tv/AvaGG. Twitter's the same. Instagram's the same. YouTube's the same.
Perfect.
Yeah, pretty easy to find me.
Yeah, definitely find Ava, guys. She streams a ton, and she's just hilarious, as you saw from the sizzle and just from this interview. You're the best. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll say goodbye to you now and wrap up the show. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and bye, Ava.
Bye. Love you guys.
Another time on another show that I do. Bye. All right, guys. Everyone's being so nice in chat. Wilson, Alrock, thank you guys for watching. I bet my dad's watching this show tonight. I hope he's tuning in still for the end. It's the best for last. No, but here, I want to say thank you all for watching. I want to make sure you guys tune into our next episodes. We have 3 more episodes, and then it's a wrap for season 1 of last week, or season 1 caffeine edition.
Yes.
Last Week in Gaming. Thanks, Chrissy Poo, for saying I had a great show tonight. See you later. Thanks, Gimla, for tuning in. I'm glad you guys had fun. Mastermind, great questions, everybody. So next week we have a guest, Pamela Horton. She's wonderful. It's also going to be the day after her birthday.
What?
So we're going to be celebrating that with her. And she's been playing all sorts of games and having a blast, hopefully a blast in quarantine, but she's been doing great. So we're going to have her on the show next week. And that's it. I'll see you guys all on a Tuesday at 5 p.m. Make sure to tune into my YouTube channel to watch the VOD of this and to go leave a comment. And thank you all for commenting and being awesome. All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.